Hi my Troublesomes, it's Miracle and welcome back to my Miracle. I'm so happy you guys decided to join me today, and honey, we are doing what we do best, and that is minding other people's business. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a little comfort pillow, go ahead and pour yourself a little drinky drink, honey, because I got the hot cocoa for you. Babes, go ahead and watch my last video, because if you did not see that I called this moment, Theresa, I really do feel as if you did well to prostrate yourself in a means to convey an air of class, an air of indignation, an air of fed up. I don't know. You just did well to do whatever you were trying to do, okay? You had the power woman shoulders on, and you did so confidently, flashing that NDA on camera. What is that supposed to do? Is that a veiled threat?
Because I have never done anything remotely bad to Nick Snider, about Nick Snider. I've always, the 5 times I've probably been around him in this past year since I've known him, I've always been cordial to him. I've always been nice to him. We've filmed together. He signed an NDA.
If you guys are not in the full breadth of what is going on, I will go ahead and give you a dry run through. In the last video, we ended up discussing the little bit of trouble that's going on between Theresa Roemer and Nick Snider, and it all revolves around the fact that Theresa said that they ain't friends. In fact, she said it best. There is no new friends, especially not on the YouTube sphere. That being said, Nick Snider made it very clear that he was not too pleased about the fact that Theresa was so quick to throw away their friendship. And he ended up sharing how much of a jerk she actually is in her private daily life. To which Theresa Roemer ended up coming out with her own video, basically talking about the fact that she had a difficult Mother's Day, and then after discussing that, she decided to share with everybody that Nick Snider is a liar and everything that he's saying is untrue. Oh my dear, excuse me, I also have to mention her merch, because Theresa thought it was so important at this time of her great distress that she had to mention that she does in fact have new merchandise. So go ahead and support that, guys, if you want to do that. I hope you sense the sarcasm.
I'm trying to do my best at motivating you guys and inspiring you guys and using my platform here on YouTube to lift you, support you, encourage you. So until next time, bye-bye.
And then she proceeds to flash a lovely NDA on the screen and then share an interesting tale about the fact of how she was harassed in 2014 and onward, and she ended up handling that legally. And then that person ceased to bother her anymore. Funnily enough, Nick Snider seemed to catch the shade that I caught with her flashing that NDA on the screen, because he ended up saying this on Twitter. After watching her terribly bland and uninspiring video, Nick Snider ends up responding on Twitter by saying, "Yikes." A couple of hours later, Nick Snider actually follows up by saying this: "By the way, I signed an NDA the last week of the competition so that the results and future projects would not be discussed. Guess what wasn't discussed? The competition or future projects. Only things that were discussed were things that are public record, already on video." After clarifying that he did indeed adhere to the terms and conditions set forth in that NDA, Nick Snider said, "Girl, you looking crazy," and proceeded to put her on blast. It seems like Theresa did not take heed to the message that Nick had posted on social media, and she made good on that threat, and lo and behold, Nick Snider actually received a cease and desist notice in his email from who else? Theresa Roemer and her legal team. And to further highlight how unremorseful and completely overjoyed she was, Theresa ends up throwing some shade by posting this on her Instagram. "Hey peeps! Hi everybody, it's me, Theresa Roemer. Here I am sitting in this park bench feasting on the coin of my enemies, and I have this rather inspirational thought to share with you. Hello. People talk about me behind my back and I just sit here like a dam. I got myself a fan club." Poor people. Theresa's message was clear, but Nick's message was even clearer. Instead of using his own words, he ends up using Nicki Minaj's lyric that was featured on Doja Cat's song Say So by saying, "Now you looking silly. That's word to silicone." I am so sorry, but I have to break character. If Nick Snider finds one more way to shade this woman, first he said that her clothes and her Birkins are fake, and now he's shading her body. Oh my God. Theresa Roemer, in sending this letter out to Nick Snider, not only requested that that video be taken down, but also insinuated that the terms that were signed off in the previous NDA were actually not met, and there could be a pursuit of legal action. Honey, I had to put my pillow down because I was fangirling. When I tell you, I interrupted everybody who was around me. I was like, please stop your conversation, but I just need you to see the glory that is Nick Snider at this moment. You know that Nick Snider is petty. When he receives a freaking legal warning on his email address, he takes the time to print it out, and you know he uses the good copy paper, the Harmon Mills whatever paper, and it just looks so immaculate, okay? And then he just together the whole form and then just set it on fire. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. He used his own hard paper and his expensive ass ink and set that baby on fire to make a statement to Miss Roemer, and he said, boo-boo. Well, actually, you know what? I'll just read you out his tweet. Nick responds by saying, "Nothing more than public knowledge was discussed in my video. You do not own any of the material presented in my video, such as the Sturgio interview and a video that I own on my Nick Snider channel. So here is my response. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno." Babes, when I tell you I am living, okay, this is the level. If you are going to be petty, I need you to be petty on this level because you look classy. You are saying that you are not worth my time and my effort. This isn't that back and forth nastiness. This is, oh, you tried to come for my bag. You tried to come for me on my platform, and honey, I'ma show you. I'ma show you how you really do this. And that is exactly what Nick did. So I don't care what anybody has to say. I'm gonna give Nick his kudos. Theresa, if you are going to come in the park and play with the bad boys and girls, be prepared because you were not ready for that heat, because I know I was not ready, and it would do you well to look at your paperwork that you give to folks, because if in the case that Nick did go over his paperwork and he came to understand that he did not fail to meet the criteria set forth in your NDA, it would show that you have a difficult time paying attention to whatever is revolving around you. But you know what? That actually makes sense, because we come to find out in this flyer where you say in your video that your party shindig hootenanny was supposed to be from 1 o'clock to 3 p.m.
You know, that meet and greet was from 1 to 3, and at 4 o'clock, I said, you know, guys, enough's enough.
It seems like you don't really pay attention to those minor details, but that's okay because it seems like other people will for you. So honeys, this is a rather short video. I am rather interested in seeing how this all plays out. I just want Nick to play it safe, but it seems like he has it all under control. Theresa, I just hope you just stop playing this way. I don't understand why you have to make this into such a nasty transaction. And clearly the way you were handling it shows that you were coming from a place where your pride is hurt more than anything. And I don't know if you know this, but for your branding, this is probably not the best move for you. Girl, this not what you want. This not the heat you want. You ain't ready. But you know what? All publicity is good publicity, especially in your world. So we're just gonna leave that conversation like that. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, subscribe, hit that bell notification to receive updates any other time that I upload, and let me know how you feel about this situation. Were you expecting Theresa to actually follow through with her threat, or were you thinking that she was gonna leave this alone? Where do you think this will cause Nick and Theresa to end up in the future? Do you think that she will actually follow through and find a way to get Nick into some big trouble? I hope that's not the case, but guys, let me know how you're feeling, and until next time, I love you. Okay, bye!